10 times when LeBron James used skills to impress fans. One of the greatest NBA players of all time, LeBron James. James has made a number of dramatic plays over the course of his career, and believe me, there are too many to count. In today's video though, we will be going over 10 plays of LeBron's career when he was able to use his basketball skills to impress fans in the NBA community. LeBron James has been able to knock down a number of clutch shots throughout his career, but this was one of the more impressive ones. He was on the Cleveland Cavaliers at the time playing against the Orlando Magic. Orlando held a 1-0 lead in the series and were up by 2 points, with 1 second left in regulation during Game 2. James had one more shot to try and even the series up, or else they would fall behind 2-0 fast. He gave his defender a little push off and got free to the top of the three-point line. He caught it and instantly rose up awkwardly with the defender all over him. He was able to let the ball fly with under 0.5 seconds left on the clock and knocked it in as the buzzer expired to give the entire city some hope that they could still win the postseason series. Everybody knows how devastating falling behind 2 games can be. We aren't done with these big-time shots just yet though. LeBron brought another group of fans to their feet in a different game. This play, he was still with the Cavaliers, but much later in his career than before. The team was behind the Indiana Pacers in playoff series during a pivotal Game 5. The series was tied 2-2 at the moment, so this game was huge for each team. The score was knotted up at 95 apiece with 3 seconds left, and the Cavaliers with possession of the ball. James broke free towards the top of the key and received the inbound pass. He turned around and ran straight to the left, quickly stopped and pulling up from behind with the arc with less than a second left to try and win the game. As you could have guessed, James knocked down the triple as time expired and the whole crowd went nuts. Cleveland went on to win that series. They likely wouldn't have if he didn't hit that shot. Next, we have the NBA Finals with the Cavaliers taking on the Golden State Warriors. The series was going poorly for Cleveland as they were down 2-0 at this point. However, they were holding a near 20-plus point lead in Game 3, and everything started to roll for them. James tipped a pass by Steph Curry up into the air, and when he maintained it, he kind of tripped onto the floor due to a bump with Curry. He fell to his knees and found a way to keep his dribble alive and pass it to his driving teammate. The guy caught the pass and LeBron quickly bolted up and sprinted towards the rim, right before catching a huge alley-oop over Curry and causing the stadium to go into an uproar. On the biggest stage in the NBA, James got a steal, fell down, made a nice pass, then caught an alley. It doesn't get much better than that. LeBron literally did whatever was asked of him on the court, which included playing defense during major stages of big games. Here in another NBA Finals, the Miami Heat were up against the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio won the first game, but here in Game 2, Miami was up by 20 points. Tony Parker hit his teammate with a nice pass as he rolled to the rim, and at a first glance, it all seemed like he was going to get a nice and easy dunk. However, LeBron flew in out of nowhere and fully smacked the ball down onto the court and into the hands of Chris Bosh, who maintained possession for Miami. Due to this being at home, the fans completely loved LeBron using his skill to defend the rim. Sorry, Toronto fans, but this one has to be on here. In an infamous play series between the Cavaliers and the Toronto Raptors, LeBron James took over. Cleveland was up 2-0 already in the series, and during Game 3 they happened to be tied at 103 with 3 seconds left. James took the ball and started hammering up the court at full speed. He continued his drive all the way to the left side of the paint. In that mid-range area, instead of stopping and taking some type of jump shot, James kept his momentum going and took a one-legged, right-handed floater over the head of his opponent. It soared up and banked off the glass to give his team the victory as the clock hit 0. It practically sealed the Raptors' fate. Toronto fans likely aren't impressed, but Cleveland fans went insane. James actually has had quite a bit of big-time shots. This isn't all that surprising considering he is one of the best players of all time, but still. Here we have the Cavaliers down by 2 points against the Washington Wizards. There were 3.4 seconds left in the contest, with Washington taking a free throw. The player was able to knock the shot down, and Kevin Love quickly took the responsibilities of the inbounding ball. He set up and fired a two-handed chest pass all the way down the court to James, who was one-on-one at the three-point line. He caught the pass inside the arc, but was able to maneuver his feet outside and taking a spinning fadeaway three-pointer that somehow managed to bank its way in to send the game into overtime. Cleveland fans couldn't believe that this game wasn't over. Although Washington was the home team on these occasions, their fans were shocked at his ability to knock down such a tough shot. We got to see Giannis Antetokounmpo jump over a player during the middle of a game before, but did you know that LeBron basically did it himself as well? With the Heat, he was standing on the right side of the court. He made a motion to his teammate in the corner and ran behind him to circle back to the rim. Unfortunately, for the guy defending that area of the floor, he was just a point guard. The guy switched onto James, but Miami drew up an alley-oop for him on this certain play. James soared up and dunked it down, jumping clean over the defender in the process. The poor guy didn't even see it coming until it was too late as well. Portland Trailblazer fans remember this play all too well. It was early in the first quarter of a regular season game between the Cavaliers and the Blazers. James had gone around his screen and started to drive into the paint. He had a step on his primary defender, Jusuf Nurkic, stepped over to provide him at the rim. The only problem with that was LeBron didn't stop or slow down. Instead, he jumped up and dunked it all over Nurkic. It isn't often that you get to see a poster like that, and LeBron once again made it look so easy due to his skill. Some of you might have felt bad for the guy that James jumped over to dunk on earlier in this video, but this next guy got it a whole lot worse, trust me. The Heat were up against the Celtics, and Jason Terry just turned the ball over on his own side of the court. Dwayne Wade caught the loose. The whole community shared this play like crazy after it happened. Did you really think we would forget this play? Probably a play that needed the most skill and energy, and believe me, it definitely impressed the fans. During Game 7 of the NBA Finals between the Cavaliers and the Warriors, Iguodala and Curry got a 2-on-1 fast break situation. The game was tied at 89 each, with under 2 minutes left in the game, so any points would be crucial to winning this contest. Curry bounced it to Iggy, who went under and up on the first defender to get a clean shot at a layup. To be honest, it definitely looked like it was going in until James flew in and pinned it against the glass. All you could hear was, "Blocked by James." It was one of the best NBA moments of all time and a play that certainly won't be forgotten about for years to come. Those were just some of the plays that James impressed the fans by using his insane NBA skills. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. Also, remember to smash that like button so that you never miss out on another video again.